If your ESP32 project is crashing or refusing to start Bluetooth and your serial monitor is spitting out something like no mem or a memory allocation failure the moment Bluetooth initializes, you are dealing with one of the most common headaches in the ESP32 world. And the good news is it almost always comes down to a small handful of fixable causes. Let's go through them one by one so you can get your project running again. The single most frequent cause of this error is running Bluetooth and Wi-Fi together, or running Bluetooth Classic and BLE together without trimming down what you actually need. The ESP32 has a genuinely limited amount of internal RAM, and both the Bluetooth stack and the Wi-Fi stack are memory hungry. So when you enable everything at once, especially if you're also running an HTTPS connection or a web server alongside Bluetooth, you can run out of heap space before your code even finishes booting. The fix here is to be deliberate about what you enable. If you only need Bluetooth Low Energy and you're not using classic Bluetooth at all, go into your menu config settings, that's the ESP-IDF configuration menu, and under Component Config, then Bluetooth, then BlueDroid, disable classic Bluetooth entirely. This alone frees up a meaningful chunk of RAM because the classic Bluetooth stack sits there consuming memory even if you're never using it. Along the same lines, if you're using the BlueDroid stack and you've enabled both the GATT server and GATT client modules, that's another common trap. A lot of people leave both switched on by default without realizing it, but in most real projects, you're only acting as one or the other, not both at the same time. Go back into Menu Config, find the GATT client option, and if your project doesn't need it, uncheck it and rebuild. Multiple developers have reported that this single change alone stopped their no-mem crashes completely, because running both client and server functionality simultaneously roughly doubles the memory the Bluetooth stack needs to keep alive. If you're not using Bluetooth Low Energy security features, meaning pairing, bonding, or encrypted connections, you can also disable the SMP module, which stands for Security Manager Protocol, under the same Bluetooth menu in Menu Config. It's easy to leave enabled without thinking about it, but if your project doesn't need secure pairing, turning it off recovers more free RAM for the rest of your application. Another thing worth checking, especially if you're using the Arduino framework rather than raw ESP-IDF, is your partition table. If your sketch or firmware image is genuinely too large for the partition it's being flashed into, or if your NVS and storage partitions aren't sized and offset correctly, you can run into memory-related boot failures that look similar to a runtime no-mem error, but are actually a flashing and partition configuration problem. In the Arduino IDE, check your tools for the Partition Scheme option, and try switching to one that allocates more space to your app. And if you're on ESP-IDF directly, double-check your partitions.csv file to make sure your storage partition has an explicit offset set rather than being left blank, since a missing offset has caused this exact kind of failure for plenty of people. If none of that fully solves it, take a look at your logging level too. If BlueDroid's memory debug logging is left enabled, or if your overall log verbosity is set to verbose, that alone bloats your firmware size and eats into available memory. Head into Menu Config, find the BlueDroid Memory Debug option, and switch it off. And consider dropping your general log level down to warning or error instead of verbose or info. It sounds like a small tweak, but it genuinely shrinks your binary size and frees up RAM that the crash is complaining about. And finally, if you're combining Wi-Fi with Bluetooth in the same project, and you're seeing this specifically after adding something memory-intensive like HTTPS, know that this combination is a known tight squeeze on the ESP32's limited internal RAM. In that situation, look at whether you actually need both radios active at the exact same time, and if you don't, consider initializing Bluetooth, doing your Bluetooth-related work, then fully deinitializing and releasing that memory using the Bluetooth controller memory release functions before switching over to Wi-Fi, rather than trying to run both stacks fully live simultaneously. Work through these one at a time, disable what you're not using, watch your partition sizes, and check your logging level. And in the vast majority of cases, that stubborn no mem error clears right up. If this got your Bluetooth project running again, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more ESP32 troubleshooting content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.